Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Neil with the Dastardly Gentleman. For this episode, we had Frank come on over to my house and we had a little powwow after building his computer. After a few drinks, we decided to record a podcast. I hope you enjoy it. And here it goes.
So what are we talking about today?
Getting old.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm feeling that one. I'm not at the Metamucil stage yet.
Oh, neither am I. Good look.
I remember being the first time, it was video game related, so at least there's that, thank God. But the first time that I said, I remember back in my day, and like, I legitimately meant it. Like, it wasn't just like, I was being ironic. It was like a true, I'm waving my cane at this young person moment. It was, they were bitching about how hard World of Warcraft was. Man, getting old, it definitely sucks. Alright, we were talking about earlier, sitting down and being in a position that is not either laying down or sitting down, like in a chair, becomes a rather melodramatic act. Disturbingly so. Where, like, I equated it to the end of the Return of the Jedi whenever Vader gets his hand cut off. And then you're down. And it's the worst.
So when was the first time you felt like you're getting old?
Whenever I ate pizza and I had to be concerned about when I stopped eating pizza so that I wouldn't have a tummy ache later on.
You sure you weren't going swimming and you had to wait 30 minutes before you went into the pool?
I mean, no. I'm pretty sure that it was just eating pizza. And it was like, it was legitimately like 6 o'clock in the evening. I was like, should I eat this piece of pizza? Because I think I might make myself sick. I think I might get a tummy ache. Might have to take, because I have a bottle of like Pepsid. And I'm like, and then the realization that I'm not able to eat like I just want to anymore because damn the consequences and my high metabolism will catch me when I fall. And then I realized also I have a medicine cabinet that actually has medicine in it. I mean, it's old people medicine. It's like Pepsid and Mylanta and
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, I mean, and Vicks Vapor Rub.
I remember the first time I had Alka-Seltzer. It was when I was a kid. I would, anytime I would have a bad dream, I would go into my parents' bedroom and just sneak in there, into their bed. And, they would always have water by the side of on the nightstand.
Oops.
And one time it wasn't water. It was Alka-Seltzer. It was disgusting.
It's awful. I remember there was a movie, what is it, The Little Giants or some shit like that? Some Pee-wee football fucking movie. But, like, these soft-headed little water babies decide that in order to look really tough, they're going to put in Alka-Seltzer tablets in their mouth so they film with the mouth.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really keen. So I put Alka-Seltzer in my mouth for about 0.005 seconds. And I was like, and it was the worst taste of my life. I mean, it was like if a 7-Up could take a shit in your mouth, that's what it tasted like.
Minus the sugar.
Like no sugar.
Yeah.
No, it's like, this is after the 7-Ups had a hard night of partying. A bunch of popcorn has been imbibed and drinking a bunch of fucking liquor and stuff. Maybe a couple cups of black coffee, and then it just deuces right on your tongue. It was liquid. It was liquid bubbly death, and I was not happy. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Oh, because I was trying to be cool. Because football.
Just foaming at the mouth is cool.
Foaming at the mouth is always cool. Berserkers bite your shield. Fight a motherfucker or two.
You know what happens when you foam at the mouth?
You get put down.
You get put down like old Yeller.
Like old Yeller was an asshole. He had it coming.
Didn't we talk about this?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we did.
My only regret is that they only shot him.
I'm sure they... No, I think they buried him.
No, they should have warned him.
Warned him?
Like Durotan.
Oh, warned him.
Yeah. We should have warned him. Better start running! Boom! One motherfucker!
You might want to run in a zigzag fashion.
They're like, I mean, at least, you warned him. I'm gonna shoot you, but he's still chained up. So, like, all the others are not so far gone, he can't recognize. Ching, ching. Ching, ching, ching. Well, he ain't running. I don't know what his problem is. He must be crazy.
No. How can you adequately warn Old Yeller? It's not like he understands English.
I mean, like, it's like the Picto Chat Challenge or charades. You point the gun to the point of his head and make the like a whole bunch of times. He'll get it.
You dead on your side.
I mean, like, let's just take you down, like, to the barrio and, like, to find, like, the most person that can't speak English. Play charades with them. They'll figure it out. Especially if you got a gun in one hand. If you show up looking like Charlton Heston with a fucking rifle in one hand and a real grim look in your face, I'm pretty sure they're not going to stick around. They have been warned. But I mean, first, you got to take them off you got to get them off the chain. It's terrible. Can't believe you said that.
You're the one that wants to wear the motherfucker.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, waste not,
Ways not. Intimidate your enemies with the skull of a mongrel on your skull.
Like I said, it's like Durotan, I mean, like, you wear him because, you're accepting responsibility because you done fucked up.
Or it keeps you warm in the winter.
Or, like, you're one sick motherfucker and you just like to think, this is my friend, I'm fucking wearing him. And then you find out later on in life that Old Yeller was actually euphemism for, like a troubled youth. And the guy who shot him he was like 46. He just... he wanted no spring chicken. He shot that child.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
Wait, believe it or not, we were talking about getting old, and that's actually relevant because I bet nobody's read Old Yeller.
I did.
Did you really?
Read it and watched the movie.
I bet it was for school, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's only 3 books I've read, and they were all for school.
I mean, like, it's amazing that you don't write with crayons.
Look, shut up. I've played plenty of role-playing games. That's where my vocabulary comes from.
To be or not to be. Fucking roll a d20.
Do I want to fight or use an item?
It's terrible.
Shut up.
But I mean, that's with all that getting older. You start to appreciate shit. Like parts that used to not sag.
Parts that used to not hurt.
I actually very rarely ever find myself in any kind of discomfort, with the exception of just like pooping entirely too much, like way too much.
You gotta get that shit together, man.
It is together. It's all in one location, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
That goes back to the Metamucil, which I don't need yet.
Yeah.
And remember whenever you were younger and eating salad was not something that you ever looked forward to?
Yes.
Are you lying?
No, I've never... I still don't eat salad and look forward to salad.
I don't either. I don't like salad. I think it's gross. And I think people who order salads for actual dinner should fucking probably be flogged. Minimum.
There's only one kind of salad I like, and that's taco salad.
That's a shock.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna play that card?
I mean, it's a pretty easy one.
Because it's primarily meat. It's meat and beans. It's not really much of a salad at all, actually.
I mean, like, there may be some lettuce present. It's more like it was sort of like...
It's pretty much just a bunch of tacos mashed together. I'm okay with that.
I can appreciate it. I mean, like, you know, you just empty out all the tacos into a bowl and you just beat the crap out of them for a while and
just scoop it up with a spoon.
There you go. I have no salad I like at all. I tend to be extremely disgruntled if green ends up on my plate somehow.
I do like broccoli, though.
Only if it's got cheese on it.
Only if it's lathered in butter.
Right, but then, like, both options deny the health benefit.
You still get the fiber.
Yeah, you still get the fiber, but you're still putting on the poundage.
That's true.
You know, I kind of said it earlier. Having to watch what you eat now.
It's because you don't do a whole lot now. I mean, at this age.
I remember when I was younger, I used to be able to be like, you know, all right, I want to get 2 large pizzas. Right. And 2 2-liters. And then whatever anyone else wants to eat. You know, and like that was dinner.
Yeah.
And then
you wake up and lose weight.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's like you're 13, 14 and you eat like you're actually trying to eat yourself to death. And then you wake up one day and you're 25 and you're like, what the fuck is happening in my body? Where did the metabolism go?
Man, I remember when I was 130 pounds and I was actually actively going to the gym with my brother trying to put on muscle, and I couldn't because I was basically skin and bones. And so my plan was to just gain weight, eat shitty. I mean, somehow gain weight. Because it didn't matter what I ate, fucking fast food every day, triple cheeseburgers every day, couldn't gain weight. But then I got a job sitting on my ass all day long, and I gained 40, 50 pounds within a year. And the side effect of gaining weight is you don't want to work out anymore.
You just don't want to do anything.
You just want to sleep all the time.
Oh, sleep. And that's another thing. Sleep. Sleep used to be something that I dreaded. I didn't want to go to sleep because I wanted to spend more time of my day out and active. And now, if I get to sleep, that's what I want to do. That's all I want to do. Kids go take a nap, and I'm like, I've got dishes I can do. I can play video games. I can do some recordings. I can work on some editing. Oh my god! But I can sleep. I could sleep for like an hour. It's like a treasure.
I love sleeping.
You're gonna enjoy dying.
I don't think it's gonna be the same thing, Frank. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy that at all, actually. I don't know.
It's the long, long sleep.
Poor old Yeller.
See, that's the thing. Poor old Yeller, you know, the guy missed it. Pow! Takes a shot. Old Yeller faints. And then he's
alive. And then wore his head.
Yeah. Old Yeller woke up on top of somebody else's head. And boneless.
I don't remember that in the textbook.
You just didn't read long enough, you know?
No,
it's in the epilogue.
It's in the author's notes.
Yeah. I mean, pretty clearly, you know. With tears in his eyes, he put down Old Yeller. But missed, and then he wore that motherfucker like a skin coat. But Old Yeller was alive when he did it, so, you know.
Straight up Buffalo Bill.
So then you got little Timmy inside the cabin. His mom's asleep and or dead, depending on how Billy's feeling. Like, and he's dancing around, got Old Yeller draped across his shoulders. Arr, fuck me. Old Yeller's like, I'm glad I'm dead. He Buffalo Bill him. Oh yeah, boy. Flavor Flav playing Buffalo Bill in the Silence of the Lambs reboot.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
It'd be so good though. It'd be so good because he's dancing around, but he's still got that big garish clock on his chest. But he's super old now. Oh my god.
I don't know if that'll be very good at all,
Who-
to be honest.
Who would play Clarice Starling? Probably Melissa McCarthy. She's in everything now.
Is she?
I mean, yeah,
She is.
pretty much.
That was the other white.
What about Ellen? Ellen should play Clarice Starling. That'd be funnier than hell. And then Gilbert Godfrey could play Hannibal Lecter.
That would be hilarious.
She's like, Hannibal, I don't really know why I'm here. I'm a lamb silence, yes! It's just he's like, fucking I don't know. that makes my soul hurt. But at least Flavor Flav got to be Buffalo Bill.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. It's canon now.
I feel like he didn't. I feel like that's not a thing.
You know, that's another thing about getting old. Now that we're old nerds versus like young and bright-eyed, bushy-tailed nerds, we use phrases like canon. And then we get mad when shit's not. Or we get disinterested when it's not.
We're just snobs in that aspect.
I know, but I find that comes with age, because when I was young, it wouldn't matter. Like it's a story, it's not a story, it doesn't matter, it was neat. Or it's part of the main plot, not part of the main plot, it doesn't matter, it was neat. But now it's like, whenever Disney went back and they announced that all of the Star Wars garbage is garbage, it's Legends. It doesn't mean anything, so like it doesn't matter. So now, like they got the Thrawn trilogy. I just don't care anymore. I don't want to read it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it because it doesn't mean anything. Because like you're reading it, feeling like you're wasting your time. When I was a kid, I just read it anyway.
Sure.
Star Wars is neat.
Well,
now Thrawn's going to be a thing.
You also didn't actually have responsibilities or things to do. You didn't have to ration your time wisely.
But I still jerk off to good porn. Am I really rationing my time wisely? Whenever like I have to like manage to archive my octopus sex videos?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, when you were a kid, that was any kind of porn in general, and jerk off time was more along the lines of, I gotta get this shit done before I get caught.
Got that availability.
Yeah. Nobody's in the house. I have clear access to my stash.
Yeah. We're getting like a running down. Like the like you jerk off so fast, so hard, not only does your arm hurt, but then like, you're like, your eyes roll up and you like strain something in your brain, you think you're gonna faint. Oh wait, that's a now thing.
No, that was definitely a then thing.
That's a now thing for me. Like, I'm gonna pass out. It's like giving yourself to stranger, but also auto erotica, but no rope.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta expand your horizons,
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm good with what I got going on.
You don't want to hang yourself.
Not in particular.
Just give it a shot, David Carradine. God. What's the worst that could happen?
Could be one and done.
It could be a one and done.
Forever.
That's dark. Forever.
I mean, like, when you were a kid, when you actually had that extended period of time, parents were out on vacation or they were going to be gone for a day or two, and then you just rubbed yourself raw.
It was a non-stop jerkathon.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's see how many times I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you literally get to that point where, like, you jerked off so much that, like, you're, like, sagged to your knees and you're like, reflexively just tug. I don't want it anymore. Tug. I just can't. You're, like, in the kitchen, like, I want to make a sandwich, but tug. God damn it. I'm not going to wash my hands again. Tug.
That was more along the lines of, I'm missing skin now, but I still want to keep on doing this. But it hurts so much.
Gotta get that lotion.
No.
Also, pro tip, whenever your glasses are off, don't reach for the lotion that has the collagen in it.
Why?
Because, like, collagen, like, makes your skin shrink down. It's like, Because you got muscle and stuff trying to go this way, and you got skin trying to go this way. And
That sounds horrible.
you beg for the sweet release of death, and then you wash it off, and it doesn't care. It's already in there. But my hand was real small after. Felt gunpowder.
Yeah, no, I don't have that problem anymore. Not because I'd say it's partially because I got shit to do, but more along the lines of I'm just a tired old man now, and yeah, you get in the mood, you get it done, and then it's just like, can I take a nap now?
That's the best way to nap, though.
Right? Just jerk yourself to sleep.
Like, if you have the time, you know, you just like give all like, you know, nasty herky jerky meaty chug, and then like you just fall asleep, and you look like you've been beat up in the shower. You know, someone deposited you on a bed. got like a little post shrivel puddle, you know.
Gross. Not even having the fuck courtesy to clean yourself up.
No, you can't. You know, that's why you gotta complete the used up illusion. Wash away that loneliness.
So I find that sitting down or laying in a prone position or laying down without being able to like roll off onto the ground from like a bed, but like if I were just like laying down on the carpet, unless I have a really good reason getting up, it's not going to happen.
It's hard.
And there's a lot of noise that happens, and it's partially from my bones, and the other portion is from me grunting.
Oh, the snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember whenever I was younger, and like, you know, used to hang out with elderly family members or watching TV, and people would try to get out of their lazy boy, and like, you know, like, oh, this fat bastard, you know, he starts struggling because he's so disgusting. And then now I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get out of my car, crack, crack. Oh, God damn it.
That's me now.
The student has become the teacher.
It's like everything is a fucking struggle now.
It's hard. I think this is less of a podcast now about getting old and more of a podcast we're just fucking whining. We're whining about getting old.
It is pretty late at night, though. I mean, it's past my bedtime.
Sort of liquored up a little. You know, benefit of getting old: being liquored up.
True.
Also, benefit of being old: tax season.
But you still have to pay towards those taxes all throughout the year.
Yeah, I know, but if you do it right, you make a whole bunch of money. And that's, you know, I mean, it's fantastic. Being able to, like, whenever I was a kid, you know, you save up for video games, and then, like, you have the one, you know, you buy one, and you're just, like, you're euphoric that you have the one. And it took you, like, a month and a half to get it. Or somebody had to buy it for you, or whatever, some special occasion. Now you just whip out your goddamn credit card. You just buy that son of a bitch.
I feel like that takes away a lot of charm from each game that you buy. Because, like, even games that you're highly anticipating and you're just dying to get and waiting for, you know, release date, you don't have the heart to play it. Or at least I don't, anyways.
You don't have the time either.
You don't have the time, but like, it's when you had one single game that you bought or was bought for you on Christmas, or you rented from, you know, an actual video rental place.
What's that?
Like, that was it. That was the one game you played for at least a week to a month.
Yeah, until completion.
Until completion, because A, you weren't going to get another one for a while.
Right.
And B, no, that's pretty much it. It's A.
The end.
Yeah, but now it's just like Steam Summer Sale, or just fucking go to town and buy every fucking game that you actually want and play maybe two of them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like this, like the Steam Summer Sale comes around, and you see like 30 games you're like that you had been kind of sort of thinking about, but you didn't want to pay like $30 for, but now they're like $1. You buy all of them,
and you're so happy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the it's like it's the kill. You know, you're just so pumped that you did it. Now that you've done it, you kind of don't even remember why you even wanted them. Like, I've been trying to play Total War Warhammer for fucking since its release, which I think was like a goddamn month ago. And I have managed to fight 3 battles in that time. I should really play that game. And that's the thing, though. You know, I just don't have the time.
And that's another thing is like any game that's actually long. Like I accidentally played 60 hours worth of Skyrim. Okay.
Yeah.
I played it and realized it was 3 days later. But if there's a game that's like, okay, starting out, I gotta enter my name. Alright, this is gonna be a long fucking game. I generally stop after about an hour unless it's really good. Because I just think to myself, alright, well, I don't have the fucking time for this.
Yeah.
But Skyrim, on the other hand, I didn't realize it was 3 days later.
And you can mod it and have beautiful titties.
Boobies.
And do like the you could basically make it like, you know, non-stop Snatcherama. You know?
Pretty much. But no, I mean, like, it was, I don't know. There's just something about that game.
It's that immersion. It's good, you know? You find that you have a favorite restaurant. You know, whenever I was younger, it's just where you ate. It's wherever, you know, your parents picked, and then you just went. Or, like, you know, food appeared, and you didn't really question the source. But, like, now it's like, you know, you sit there, and you're like, where do I want to go? I want to go to, I guess, Buffalo Wild Wings, first thing that comes to mind. And they'll be like, I don't want to do that. Whenever you're a kid, you just got it. You either did or you didn't, and you just fucking dealt with it. But now that you're old, you actually have the power of veto.
When I was a kid, my favorite restaurant was McDonald's. Because that was fucking high society right there. Not that I was, well, yeah, I was poor, but I mean, that's what I got. That's what the parents bought for me because the parents they got for me because A, I didn't get it very often, and B, it was cheap as shit, and it wasn't home cooking. So
yeah, they didn't have to cook it.
Yeah, so that was my gourmet meal for the month. But nowadays it's, well, I went to these 3 or 4 sit-down restaurants in the last week and kind of over it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm pining for an actual home-cooked meal.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Having a political opinion.
Dude, I had zero interest in politics up until age of like 25. Maybe even 27.
I had zero interest up until the age of 19. I mean, I talked politics with my dad all the time. Kind of couldn't help it.
Yeah.
Up until like before that, but then like I actually became interested in it around like 18, 19 because I was paying taxes and I could vote. And then it was just like, I'm like, it's all terrible. And then like, you know, but like you come in with that, you know, that bright-eyed bushy tail gonna make a difference, and then like, you know, they just get it beat out of you.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of had it reversed because when I first knew that I can vote and, you know, had the opportunity to do so, I had zero interest in it because of the fact that I have had the attitude that most Americans have nowadays where my vote doesn't matter, nothing I do is going to change anything, you know, and for some reason now, of all times, I feel like maybe my vote might matter, so I should get more involved in it. That and, I don't know, I mean, politics in general it affects everybody. It affects you, it affects me, and it behooves you to be interested in it, but at the same time, it's a conversation. And everybody's talking about it all the time, so it also behooves you to have some sort of knowledge in it so you can be relevant.
Yeah, get to vaguely know a thing.
Yeah, and not sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. the mysticism of the 21 and over, that being gone. It's just like once you hit 21, you just don't care about anything else anymore. Because it used to be like, oh man, I can't go into the liquor department because I'm not 21. And then you hit 21. Yes, I'm older now. I'm old now. It's okay. Yeah, guys have that. Fucking, it's wonderful, I guess.
Actually, 25 was the last milestone. That was when you get cheaper insurance or whatever. And after, then you can rent a car on your own. You don't have to, have your parents sign for you, even though
you're 24.
Yeah, or whatever.
I bought all my cars. I never needed a rental.
La-di-da.
I bought my first 3 cars for $25 each.
It's pretty sweet.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I hate this car. I need to get rid of it. I'll give you $25. You know what? Fuck it, sold. Oh, wow. Really? Here, let me write you a bill of sale on this napkin.
Roll it down a hill.
Yeah. Having to time your sleep, where if you sleep too much, you're too tired. You sleep too little, you're too tired. You gotta get, baby bear just right.
I don't know, man. I'm just always tired. I think that's what it is. I'm just always tired. That might have something to do with my diet.
Right. and diet and no exercise. That's me right now.
But I mean, age kind of contributes to that as well, because I really haven't changed much in the last decade.
Getting excited when the Wednesday afternoon food coupons show up in your mailbox. Looking in the mail and going, hey, ribeyes are on sale. I mean, I remember the first time I actually opened up the food ads and I looked at it and I was like, oh sweet. Oh, fucking really? I remember opening those up and just immediately throwing them away and never caring about them at all.
Oh yeah.
And now I look at it and I'm like, oh man, I could really be very thrifty this week. And then immediately hating myself because now I feel like I'm that guy and I just don't want to do it. Because I remember whenever I was younger, I fucking hated the idea of doing it. Now I'm doing it. It's terrible.
But you didn't like the thought of clipping coupons?
No. And you know what? Every time I go, this is one thing that young me and old me have in common. If I'm in a grocery store, I'm buying a couple of monsters or whatever, and then the person in front of me busts out a goddamn Rolodex of coupons, I will just shiv that fucking person right there. I will force feed them every coupon in their little book.
And they pay with a check.
Yeah, and then they pay with a check, and then they want everything in paper, and then they want help out. No, fuck you. You see me standing on a customer service counter covering myself in gasoline. I just can't. No checks ever. Saying stuff like, have you seen my checkbook? Or even worse, did I pay rent? It's the worst.
I hope I don't get late fees.
Yeah, whenever you're more whenever a new video game is coming out and you're a lot more concerned about your late fees of anything than you are about whether or not you can be able to afford the video game, or that's why you can't afford the video game, I guess.
Because it's actually your money.
Yeah, or I remember when becomes a staple of your conversation for almost anything, or whenever you're talking to somebody who is interested in the same things that you're interested in, and they're younger than you, and they become that damn kid. You go to the card shop, and then there's this new kid on the block, and he's 15 years younger than you, and he's like, yeah, you guys hear this new game called Pokemon? And you just want to throttle that motherfucker right on the spot. I was playing Pokemon before you were into your daddy's crotch. Fucking, no, fuck him. Full disclosure, I don't play Pokemon.
I feel that way with Minecraft. Like, Minecraft is so fucking big right now with the kids. And I played that shit when it was a browser game.
Do you ever feel guilty for playing Minecraft?
I don't feel guilty, but I got bored of it real quick.
Like, I just know with a huge child audience, I know that I would probably be playing Minecraft, and I would feel like, you know, I'm making a thing, but then I'm sitting in a sandbox in a playground, and like, you know, dressed like I'm gonna go to work, and there's a bunch of little kids running around, and I'm trying to make a sandcastle, but just right, and like, I don't know, I feel very weird.
You feel like maybe that's like a grown man watching My Little Pony?
That depends.
Not porn?
Oh, well then, yeah.
Like watching it for the story content?
What story? I mean, unless Rainbow Dash is like severely anthropomorphic and is getting straight up airtight by He-Man, then I don't see any reason to watch anything related to Rainbow My Little Pony. Old school, like OG My Little Pony. Okay, because I mean, like that was part of the Saturday morning block. You watch that shit to get to all the other cartoons.
Yeah.
Rainbow Brite.
I watch a shit ton of Rainbow Brite.
And then, so you can get to Transformers and G.I. Joe and Mask. And
no, I stopped at Rainbow Brite. Dude, I love Rainbow Brite.
It was a good show. I mean, it got dark, too.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, like, I mean, just, you know, and I can say it now, whenever I was a kid.
You get your ass kicked.
I mean, like, no, because whenever I was a kid, you know, I remember being like, man, she's cute. I'd knock her cute little rainbow white panties off.
Girls had cuties then.
I mean, like...
I can't believe you've done this.
Dude, I started watching porn when I was like 6.
Ow. I think I did too, but it wasn't like... I felt ashamed and I was like...
I started watching it and I was like, best day ever!
I was like, yeah, what is going on?
A whole new world is open to me. I will write your epitaph in your flesh.
Oh, God. Yeah, then you had the Care Bears.
Yeah, the Care Bear, which I always felt like, I don't know why it was called a Care Bear stare. Unless, like, you know, you were colorblind and you couldn't see the rainbow coming at you. Because then it just... You got a line of little teddy bears that just walk up and just stare the fuck at you.
Fucking mean muggy.
That shit would be terrifying.
It's like, oh my God, you're adorable, but
why is there like a dozen of you? Why are you all lined up?
That one has a knife.
Yeah. This motherfucker's got a knife. Fucking behind us, you go shit, man. Oh, fuck. That hurt. He's gonna be killed. I'm bleeding. So somebody help me, Derry. I don't know why the Irish apparently don't like Care Bears.
It's probably true.
Well, I mean, they're basically American leprechauns.
Yeah.
They live under rainbows. They chase feelings, and they ride a ship that is in the clouds, or that is a cloud. It's a galleon of cloud, and they hunt you. They hunt your sad feelings. You know, in retrospect, Care Bears are fucking terrifying. They're basically omniscient. They're omniscient teddy bears that will literally push your emotions out of your body.
That makes me sad. Or does it?
I mean, like, it would unless you've been attacked by a Care Bear before.
True. I feel like I'm like one of the people in the target audience for all this fucking retro nostalgia shit. And it makes me angry.
Because you're so easily played.
I mean, because I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, God damn it. If you could just make some new shit just as awesome as the old shit, we wouldn't have to recycle everything.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind stuff being redone as long as it's done with the same spirit that the original was done in.
Sure.
Like, with a different story. Please don't recycle the same fucking story. That would be stupid as hell. It's like, it's like 21st Century Fox with their fucking origin stories. If the Fantastic Four became the Fantastic Four 3 times now. Thanks, guys.
Just fucking give it up.
Radiation got it. Okay. Now he's fucking huge like Xbox. Now he's huge like Xbox, and she still gets naked to be invisible. Probably the worst power ever.
Yeah, so I kind of feel bad for the newer generation because, I mean, I do and I don't. I'm happy they're getting to experience what I did as a kid, but they didn't do this shit when I was a kid. They didn't rehash the oldies.
We had brand new original IP, and we had an older generation to guffaw at it and tell us it was stupid, which made it awesome because we knew that it was fantastic now.
Yeah.
Because your weird uncle with the tweed suit and the old Buick didn't like the cartoons that you were watching or the hippity hop you'd be listening to.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the whole music situation is kind of like that nowadays. But it's kind of I mean, pop music is taken over.
It's garbage.
And it is garbage, but it's. I think they've gotten to a point where, and I've seen plenty of compilation videos of songs that sound pretty much exactly the same with different lyrics. And when I say different lyrics, I mean the same lyrics, but with different words. Same exact message, just picking different words that rhyme. I mean, like, here we are, crotchety old man. This pop music is shit.
Hell, we are.
Back in my day,
People actually believed in the hippity hop. Pop music meant something. We had Michael friggin' Jackson. He was the king of pop. No one knew what that meant. Because pop was sort of multi-genre. We didn't know what the fuck pop really was. No one really knew. Some people said Metallica was pop, but they're fucking stupid. Now we know what pop is. Pop is basically anything not good. So country is now pop.
Oh, there's a lot of pop country pop.
Like, for real? Because I was totally kidding.
No, that is
wow.
Especially out here.
That's horrible.
It is up there in terms of album sales.
It's legitimately awful.
iTunes plays and all that shit. Like, I've heard a lot of it, and it's not all bad, but most of it is. Most of it's just recycled shit from old school country, but with a very pop sound. Like, let's take away a lot of the acoustic guitar. Let's keep that twangy guitar and whatever that's called. Make sure, because that's what defines a country song, is the twangy guitar.
Makes me want to die.
And then let's throw in a rapper. There are several country songs out there.
I beg your pardon.
With rappers.
Obviously, they're not making the kind of country from the people I've seen that are living in the country. They wouldn't be standing on the same stage with a rapper.
I know Nelly has been doing a lot of country. With country, like featuring Nelly. You can't ever just have one guy on stage. That's preposterous.
Like Garth Brooks featuring Nelly.
It's an abomination.
It is. It's terrible. It's fucking horrible. I know they used to do it on Facebook all the time where it was like, share this if, you remember this and your childhood was awesome or whatever. I mean, like, you realize that shit like that's going to happen with crap like Twilight or Drake videos. Or like, Minecraft memes. Minecraft YouTubers.
Like 10 years or so.
Probably not even that. 5 years from now, some asshole kid like in 8th grade is gonna share some fucking little picture with like, remember this whenever Katy Perry was the blah blah blah. you remember Katy Perry, your child is awesome. I'm like, motherfucker, she's barely even gone.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of hate those fucking posts in general.
They're stupid.
Like, the gaming subreddit is just littered with that shit. Look what I got for $15 at a yard sale. And it's a Nintendo and 2 controllers and Zelda and Mario Brothers. Whoopity-doo! 10,000 upvotes.
Wow.
Every time.
You couldn't even slay a wasp.
Yeah, and that got negative upvotes. That got downvotes.
Got negative upvotes. You two. I wish I had 2 hands so I could give them titties 4 thumbs down. So I could give that wasp video 4 thumbs down.
Yeah, that was a good wasp video.
Oh man. Back in my day stuff kills me though.
I do look forward to getting really old though. And being in a retirement home. I'm going to be slaying all those old bitches.
You're like, check out my side, your mom.
I mean, what's the statistics for STDs in old folks' homes?
I mean, it depends. If you're Neil, it's 100%.
It's pretty high. I mean, like, in terms of transmission and whatnot. You know old people be getting down all the time.
Well, because, like, they're bored. So, bored people fuck. The end.
And I'm good with that. Shit. And
you be sitting there watching reruns of Matlock while someone's fucking, like, going, like, fucking tossing you upside down.
Yes.
Getting the rusty trombone while you're getting your blood pressure medicine checked.
And man, it would be a treasure every day. I would go to the gym every day and not even use any of the equipment. Go straight to the steam room.
Sauna? Just let your dick out.
Straight to the sauna. In my towel and let my saggy balls hang out. Like, kind of just like hang on the bench and slide off the bench like a big old teardrop.
Slide off the bench all the way to the floor.
And stare people dead in the eyes and have, like, legit conversations with them.
Yeah.
Knowing that they can see my sack.
Yeah. I kind of want to be old in a nursing home, but then whenever it's, like, lights out, I want to legit dress up like the Grim Reaper and just wander the halls. See how many I can bag before, like, the night's out. Matilda unhooked herself from all the equipment and attempted to climb out the window, but she had a stroke about halfway through and her pants were down. Turns out the Grim Reaper gets really frisky whenever people are scared.
You ever go to the gym and you go to the locker room and it's always the old dudes just walking around naked. They don't even bother to change real quick. I mean, they're just sitting there, one leg up on the fucking bench.
Oh yeah, they're like, it's like they're airing them out. They're airing out their sack,
and they want to talk to you. It's like, dude, just wrap that shit up quick.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love the ones where, like, you go into the gym and, like, you got the gym or the pool, and, like, you got, like, the old guy that's doing that, got the leg up, and, like, it's like he's depth checking, being like, I'm hanging a good 9 inches today, it's time to go wrap this bad boy up in some restrictive neoprene, and then, like, you come around the corner and you're like, oh, Jesus, Mary Joseph. He's like, he just looks at you and be like, hey, you work out a lot. Like, oh, fucking Christ.
And that's funny, because you never see them ever on the machines or lifting weight.
Oh, no.
There's always, like, 6 of them in there.
I mean, like, I don't know which ones are, like, as far as the gym goes, I don't know which ones are worse. Like, the old guys that, like, just let their balls out or just, like, wander. Literally, they're, like, the ghosts of the locker room where they just wander around with, like, suns out, fucking dicks out. And they just, they just wander. They got a towel on their shoulder for reasons unknown. Because, I mean, like, just at least humor me, cover your dick. And they just, like, wander between all the stalls and they wash their hands, but they're naked, so okay. And then, like, they go check out the shower, and then they go to their locker, and then they go back to the stalls. I'm like, why are you making rounds? Who are you?
Go home.
Go home, do anything. Or, then you've got, the other guy who, like, wears wears like the ultra level restricted like gym clothes, and then sits opposite like the inner thigh machine every time there's a girl sitting at it. I don't know which one I hate more. He just sits there really slowly, does bicep curls like a 5-pound weight. You just want to go over and fucking throttle him.
The guy's ripped.
Yeah. He does a lot of cardio.
Got his little heart monitor beeping.
Yeah, it's beeping. It's like Tim, you gotta quit looking at your snatch. you're gonna have another episode. You gotta take your Lipitor before you go stare at vagina.
So yeah, I look forward to all that. All of the above.
I love I love shit like that. Whenever people get like, they do things like that. They're like, oh, Jesus knows I'm bad. Like, you should probably stop. You should probably give it up then, you know? I mean, like, if you feel bad, you should probably gonna do it, banana.
Yeah, man, you get caught, you can blame it on Alzheimer's.
Yeah. That's gonna be me. You know, I'm just gonna like, that's gonna be the day that I go over and I jerk off like into a homeless man's change cup and be like, I forgot.
I'm an old man.
I'm like, I'm old. I don't know. But then, like, you know, whenever they're carting you back and they all be like, oh, you know, it's terrible. You feel so bad. You turn around and you wink at the homeless guy. just so that you know that he knows that you know. And I'll be back, motherfucker, because every day they let me out on Thursdays and they think I don't know, but I know.
Being old gives you that excuse so you can just be extra rude to family members in general. Just
Well, you people, where's my horse?
have you gotten a job yet, Timmy?
Yeah, I mean, you get to say, you get to kind of drop the social etiquette.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you get to just be like, you know, you go to Thanksgiving dinner and you sit down and everybody says grace and like, Maddie over here starts to load up her plate and you just kind of slide it away from her.
You don't
Like,
need all that.
you don't need this. You know. You think you do, but you don't. I mean, I know you think that you came prepared, but I don't think your heart is. So, here, eat some broccoli.
Give her a carrot.
Eat this carrot. Bitch, you fat. I'm not saying that, okay, I'm sorry. You're not fat. I mean, like, I would not hesitate to use the term rotund. Feel like if I threw a paper airplane near you, it would probably get caught in the pool and just kind of crash into you.
Just orbit around a few times.
And then if you get old enough, you can fake your death all the time. You know, just for shits. Like, because they got the little finger heart monitor thing. You just kind of undo it a little bit. And then you just wait for the room to fill up.
Hey, company.
Yeah. But then, you know, they start doing the CPR, and then you come back, you know? And then you start telling about everything you saw, and then all of them have religious moments.
Then Ashton Kutcher comes out of nowhere. God damn it. Not again.
I was in a field of pure green, and Brett Favre threw me the head of Elizabeth Taylor, and she sang to me. I don't know what the fuck you guys gave me. What the fuck was in that suppository? What the fuck do you mean I didn't get a suppository?
I hope you enjoyed our drunken ramblings and incoherent bullshit. If you like what you heard, please rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. And keep on listening. We'll have a new one out soon. But until then, we'll see you later.